It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm alive, I'm well, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. So guys, you know what? It's the end of the year. So I just thought that since it's the end of the year and so forth, what I mean, because it's been a while since I've done this, I actually want to do this a lot more often. And which is just, do this open Q&As where you guys can come in, ask questions, and please keep it to football. Now, I might ask some questions about those bricks, the bloody Detroit Pistons, but go in and ask away, man. But look, obviously, send in your questions. I'll try and see what's up. Yes, Cole, what's up? Cole, I see you. Yes, Cole, I freaking see you, bro. Okay, Cole, I hope I see you. Cole, your boy Kudos better not say what's up to us next month, bro, okay? Make sure your boy Kudos doesn't say what's up. So I just thought, this would be a good time just to, do a little Q&A, man. Okay, let me just make sure that I am nice and sexy. There we go. There we go. Beautiful, man. There we go. So, yeah, man. That's my thing, man. Ask away. So, but just before I look at your stuff, I'll look at your questions. Look, man, so tomorrow we're really going to go into a review of the year as to how the year has been, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the interesting stuff. Because I think, look, because when you do like a year in football, it's in two halves. It's the second half of last season and the first half of this season. But there is one consistent throughout the year, which is Chelsea Football Club. That has really been the consistency. Obviously, we have like Messi at the Inter Miami, Cristiano obviously doing his thing, liking posts. We had the whole Ballon d'Or thing. But really, you had City on one hand doing their treble, saying what's up, financial doping. And in the second half, you now have, okay, what's happening with United and all that stuff. And also the summer transfers. We're going to talk about the transfers as well. Kane and everything, man. So it gets real, man. So look, man, let's see what you guys are saying, man. I'm going to pick some interesting questions, man. All right. Thoughts? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me try and just... There we go. Better. Thoughts on Drogba never winning an AFCON with Ivory Coast? It's a blemish. Like, I'll keep it real with you. I'm not going to mince words or anything. It is a massive blemish. And Drogba will tell you that if there is one disappointment, because he's won the league, he's been top scorer, he's won the UCL. If there's one disappointment he has, it's not winning with Ivory Coast. And you've got to keep it a stat. It's a blemish because no one holds anything against Weah. Not one person says, oh, George Weah, it's freaking Liberia. It's freaking Liberia. So Liberia have never come close to ever winning an AFCON, ever. So those guys have zero football heritage. So nobody held that against George Weah never winning anything with Liberia because it is literally beyond impossible. But Ivory Coast have won AFCONs previously before. They had a golden generation. They had Javinho. They had the Toure brothers. They had Keita. They had, of course, that guy that played for Man City. I've forgotten his name. They had a bloody good team. So when you had a bloody good team, of it's a prophet that was brick keeper. And it doesn't make sense because when you look at that Zambia final, there was no, like, they had no business losing that final. Like, those times they lost to Egypt, that was just an amazing Egypt team. They had that Zambia final, that was their final. So yeah, look, I'll keep it a stack with you. Does it harm his legacy? You've got to say, you see, you have to say yes. I've got to be honest here. You've got to say yes because you had an amazing team. It's similar to this. Dino not winning in 2006 has always been problematic for me. Yes, he won it in 2002, but that was really R9's cup plus Rivaldo. He was just really a tag along. When you look at how good Dino was, he was at his peak, and the team he had, I felt away about Dino not winning that World Cup because Brazil had that World Cup was written for them. So when you just look at Drogba, how good he was at the peak of his powers, and you look at the supporting cast around him, and he had several tries. So look, man, it ain't great, man. It ain't great, man. So What else do you kids say, man? What else do you kids say, man? Would Mbappe do better than Salah in EPL? One thing that's underrated for Salah is his creativity. That is one thing that is very underrated from Salah, is how good his creativity is. But think about the space you get given in the EPL. Look at Mbappe's speed, how direct he is, and how open a lot of the games are. So in a lot of those end-to-end games, Mbappe would be freaking ridiculous. And you imagine Mbappe in Liverpool's team. So I believe that Mbappe would score more goals than Salah on a consistent basis. But I think that Salah does better both in goals and assists, because I think Salah is a better playmaker than Mbappe. Like, Salah can find passes and execute passes that Mbappe can't find. Mbappe is pretty good at passes, but bro, like, I've seen Salah make some passes that, like, that's, I don't know how you saw that pass. I don't know how you executed that pass. So goals and assists, give it to Salah. But if it is purely on just goal scoring and just the kinds of goals to score, and just because, bro, Mbappe would destroy the freaking EPL. Because when you look at just how the EPL is, and because now, keep it real, it depends what team he plays. Because remember, low blocks, teams that sit in deep, very different. But you put Mbappe in Liverpool, in that very high octane, high energy system that they play in, especially when he now puts in Van Dijk, now pumping in crosses into the box, Mbappe would wreak havoc in the EPL. Like, Mbappe would wreak havoc. Like, it is scary as to what Mbappe could possibly do because of the nature of the EPL and how in the Premier League they want guys to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So just, bro, like, imagine him having a one-on-one with freaking Trippier. He would deliver him. He would deliver him if he gave to the Trippier. So, but I just think though that, put respect on Salah. Like, I think we don't really appreciate what Salah has done in the EPL. Has Salah ever had a bad season? Just think about that, because it's something that I've just been looking and say, wait, hang on. Has Lala ever had a bad season? Has ever had a season where, oh man, this guy, oh no, this was bad? I don't think he has. Like, when Salah, let's say Salah now leaves to Saudi next season, he would have, in pretty much every season, popped off. And I don't think people really appreciate what Salah has been doing. And you know what the issue is? It's because of Man City. Because City have been so dominant and they've won all those league titles, everything. Let's say the roles were reversed. Let's say Liverpool won it in 18-19. And they won it in, was it the 23 season? No, the season before this one. Let's say the one is there. Salah would be, so first of all, he'd be 3 EPL titles, plus all the goals he scored, all of his assists, and just how much he carries the attack. He'd be a lot more appreciated. Because I think the thing with Salah is that he isn't a very dynamic, elaborate player. Like, for instance, you take someone like David Ginola, who played for Tottenham and Newcastle. He was not as consistent as Salah, numbers-wise, stats-wise, effective-wise. But Ginola just did so many crazy things, he was remembered. Same thing for like Ravanelli and Juninho for Middlesbrough. So I think because of that, Salah doesn't get appreciated. But when all is said and done, just look through. He's never had a bad season. Like, this guy has never had a bad season. I think when Salah really got my respect was the COVID season. When Van Dijk went down, Matip went down, loads of injuries. And this dude single-handedly, with a wrecked Liverpool team, dragged them to qualification. When I saw that, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, yeah. Like, you know, respect this dude. Respect this dude, man. Okay, let's see. We've got some Dubinskis, man. Shout out to the Dubinskis. Hey, guys, if you want to support your boy and everything, feel free to send to Dubinskis. I will try and answer as many questions as I can. But obviously, I'll give priorities to the Dubinskis, man. So let's see this Dubinski. So, first Dubinsky. From Shad Hurdle. Will you ever do skills reactions again? Would love a charisma or Robinho vid. So basically, here's the thing. YouTube are pricks. Let's just start. Okay, YouTube, thanks for paying me and thanks for the money that you give me, but YouTube can be very annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing it for Patreon. So for the Patreon top tier, because I think Patreon can be a bit more lax. For the Patreon top tier, I'm going to be doing skills because literally, it's funny you say that. I was literally working on a Zidane vid, like Zidane first touch control vid. I wanted to do like a reaction to that. Because, bro, I was watching somebody on Instagram. I was like, no, I've got to do like a Zidane reaction first touch vid because my argument is Zidane is has the best ball control. For me, it's between Zidane, Bergkamp, and Iniesta. Guys who have the best first touch. In terms of like a first touch control, those three. Iniesta, Zidane, and what to say? Iniesta, Zidane, and Bergkamp. Iniesta, Zidane, and Bergkamp. But yeah, so I'm going to work on that on the Patreon because if I do this on YouTube, YouTube would just do a copyright claim. Like YouTube, surely you should create some kind of an agreement where because I may even have a look into it because bro, it's fair use. If I'm just reacting to stuff like that, it should be for face. But you know what it is, man. It's those guys, man. But thank you. Shout out to Miguel Rabines. Which manager should Chelsea go for after Poch? It is imperative that Chelsea go for a modern attacking manager. I don't want Mo back. I'm sorry. You see, it's difficult because you have to look at who is around. Now, funny thing, Miguel, what just happened today? Big thing happened today. Carlo Ancelotti extension. What Xabi Alonso is doing with Leverkusen is bloody good. And I think you're right. Poch can't take this team forward. Like, he doesn't have any modern ideas. When you look at Xabi Alonso, you can see he's a quintessential modern manager who has very modern ideas and is very proactive in how he coaches his side as well. And also helps that you play, but just what he's done with Leverkusen, what he's done with those wing backs, how he has that team playing is amazing. So, because I'm looking at guys who are available, because for me, I would have thought that Nagelsmann with this young squad would have been amazing. You see, I felt that Enrique wouldn't work well with this team. Because you have to look at what the squad is. The squad is average age of 22. Average age of 2022. You want either a manager who can knows with working young players or a young manager. So now that Nagelsmann is at Germany, now they're saying that Nagelsmann may stop from. So I was hearing that Nagelsmann is only doing the Euros. So if Nagelsmann is only doing the Euros, then I'm like, okay, let's see what Nagelsmann is doing because I would still like Nagelsmann. Ask any real Bayern fan, he shouldn't have been sacked. Tuchel is a downgrade. But if not that, Xabi Alonso. Now, will he take it or not? I don't know. But I feel that for Chelsea to move forward, Pochettino he's not the guy. Like, he is not the guy. I understand why they got him. They got him because he's known for working with young players. Like, you look at what he did with Dele Alli and with all those guys at Tottenham. So they said, okay, good with working with young players, he can improve them. But I've seen too many deficiencies in his game, and you have to understand that football is way more tactical now than it's ever been. So, and the manager is far more important now than it's ever been. So if you're not tactically, strategically in tune, you're going to be fell behind. Look at Klopp. Look at Eusebio. Look at Pep. Even Ancelotti, put him in there. Look at Xabi Alonso. Everybody is very tactical on a very high level. I don't think Pochettino has that elite tier tactical ability. So for me, keep an eye on Nagelsmann if he leaves his post after the Euros, or like if Germany wet the bed and then gets grouped at the Euros and he gets sacked, I would look at Nagelsmann. If not him, because I'm trying to look at the guys in La Liga because the general manager. So yeah, that's what I'd go for. I'd go for those dudes, man. So let's see what else you're saying. Who's your AFCON pick to win it all? You see, Morocco is a cheesy answer. Like, that is the natural answer to say, but it just seems too cheesy. Like, hey, Morocco, they did really well at the World Cup. They'll do well, but I just think that's almost too obvious. I don't think the home nation will bring you home. I think they could get to the quarters or semis, but I don't think Ivory Coast. So what tends to happen is the North African sides do really well when they host it. So that's what tends to happen like that. And the North African sides, whenever they host it, they do really well. But we're now going to the West. We're now going to my neck of the woods. Senegal, that was one and done. Like, they did their thing, boom. They can't. I don't think they win it. I'm looking at Morocco. I'm looking at Algeria. I mean, you know what? Should we not? I mean, Ivory Coast, if they can, I don't see it. I mean, when I saw that Nigeria scored, I was like, no, stop it. No. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I said Morocco. You see, Kudos looks freaking crazy. Like, Kudos looks insane. And I think Kudos could be one of the stars of the AFCON. And it's so funny, basically, like, shout out to my guy Sharif, man. One of my good friends, bro. Because basically Sharif, he's Ghanaian. And he was one of my work colleagues. And Sharif keeps on saying that, how do we get those bombers Ayus off the team? The Ayus, do you know these guys have played about 700 AFCONs? They're only in the squad because of Abedi Pele. It is the worst case of nepotism ever. You have amazing talents like Mohamed Kudus in your team, and I'm sure Ghana have amazing talents. But these two bombs still hold our bench. Jordan Ayew, you know how I feel about him. That, like, the guy, he's freaking garbage. After Andra Ayew breaks that penalty, he should never put on a Ghanaian jersey. I think he should be embarrassed to wear a Ghanaian jersey after that crap he pulled at the World Cup. Like, that penalty attempt, after you saw what Jean did, was an absolute disgrace. But no, Prince, I tell you what, I think I can't tell. Because I just don't think Morocco will win. Like, Morocco are the favorites. Like, I look at the field, there are not many strong African teams. They're just not very strong African teams. Like, this is the times where you had Nigeria was strong, Cameroon was strong, Ivory Coast was strong, Egypt were strong. There a lot of, especially if now look at the West, Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, they're not as strong as they were like 10, 20 years ago. Like, the days of where you had Etso, you had Omboma, you had Rigobert Song, you had Jeremy. Like, Cameroon was tough and strong and quality. That ain't the same now. And Cameroon have a 70-year-old who is pretending to be 17, so I don't even know what was happening there. So I think it's going to be a very open AFCON. So all eyes will be on Morocco based on what they did at the World Cup. So they're going to be the favorites. It's one way playing as underdogs when no one believes in you, which is how they were at the World Cup. But now they're at the AFCON, based on what they did at the World Cup, now it's targets on your back. So how will Morocco now operate where you are now expected to win it? Because 100% you are one of the odds on to win this AFCON based on you are arguably one of the best African teams right now. And the field is very weak. Like, in terms of African teams, the field is very weak. But is this the year of Egypt? You know, Salah hasn't won an AFCON. So, you know, when people say, oh, great African player like Salah, you don't even get to be put in the same breath. You know how I said that Messi can be put in the same breath as, you know, R9 Maradona because he didn't win the World Cup? After he won the World Cup, Messi now finally allowed into the club. So for Salah, we can't even begin to talk about you being one of the GOATs African players. And I find it insulting that people even put him in the conversation. And those people that do that disrespect Africa and disrespect the AFCON. So they do that because, oh my gosh, look at how many goals and stuff he's now scored for Liverpool. Cool. Football is about the toe flex. It's about international and club. As someone just asked, Drogba, it's a blemish. Like, Drogba, you can't be in the convoy of African goats. You can't. You can't. So, Drogba, don't even come near. Don't you come near Etso. Don't you dare come near Etso. Like, for me, Etso is far and away the African goat. Because when you look at Etso in terms of he's the leading goal scorer all time in African competitions, I believe he's won 2 AFCONs. He won a couple of ways with Real Mallorca. He won a treble with Barcelona, won a treble with Inter Milan, and has scored in 2 different UCL finals. Eto's resume is ridiculous. Eto's resume is ridiculous. So, yeah, I mean, for Salah, you need to win this. But Egypt will always be there. Egypt will always be there. And I think so. You see, I'm looking more at Morocco and Egypt. Algeria, no. I think Algeria, if you look at Algeria to Tunisia, no. Morocco, yes. Egypt, yes. Yes, respect the host Ivory Coast. If Ghana can build the team around Kudos and can have the balls to bend those IUs, Ghana could be an outside threat. Ghana could be an outside threat. The issue with Nigeria is, great attack. That midfield and defense is trash. And bro, I thought I was saying a ghost. Ahmed Musa's on that damn list, So it's going to be an open AFCON. If I had to pick a team, it might be Egypt's year. It just might be Egypt's year. Because Salah I believe this could be Salah's last season for Liverpool. So it would be after, in his last season for Liverpool, he goes ahead and wins the AFCON. But again, if Kudos pops off, Ghana could do something. Just don't really get Nigeria. Look, if Nigeria can pull this off, it would be amazing. I just don't know how we beat Egypt, Morocco, or Senegal without midfield and defense. So if we turn up to Senegal, Egypt, Morocco without midfield and that defense, Lord only knows. You have to have a balanced team. Our attack we have the best attack. In terms of options offensively, we have the best attack. Nobody is touching us. That's not how you win a tournament. You don't win a tournament with playing 0-0-10. Okay, you have to have a balanced team. And that's midfield and defense is trash. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Let's check out the Dubinskis, man. Shout out to your boy, Abritz Fairman. Ancelotti extended at Madrid until 2026. Brazil FA hasn't said anything. I think Xabi might stay at Leverkusen 1 more year to play in the CCL. All right, let's talk about this. Thank you for asking this, though. So, guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. Please, let's get to 100 likes, man. I'm giving you that Q&A, man, end of the year. So, where do I start with this? Okay, let's start with Ancelotti, Real Madrid. Because I need to just go Ancelotti, Real Madrid, Xabi Alonso, Brazil. So three things. So let's do Ancelotti, Real Madrid. Ancelotti is a great manager. He's one of the greats. Ancelotti will be one of the greats, and you have to respect what he's done in the game. I believe he's 4 UCLs. Amazing. Real Madrid are a young team. This is a young team. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Ancelotti, he has improved young players and works well with young players, but I feel Ancelotti is a hands-off manager. So you look at his AC Milan team. Those were a team full of men. Kaká at his peak, Cafu at his peak, Maldini at his peak, Nesta at his peak. And so he knows when guys are at the peak. This is a young team who need training, coaching, and development. Now, granted, they're an amazing young team. And they are very developed for their age. Like, bro, Jude Bellingham, I don't know. That guy's a freak of nature because I've never seen a 20, 21-year-old play like he's 28, 29, like a veteran. So they have a very unique, young talent pool that just seems to be bloody freaking amazing. But I just felt that Real may have. I just think that it would have been a smarter move to go with Xabi Alonso. Carlo, you've done your thing. Younger manager, fresh ideas to say what's up. But on the flip side, experience is experience. And through Carlo's amazing experience, I'm bold. Through Carlo's amazing experience, he can be like, okay, I know how to teach these guys and I know how to walk these guys and how to get the best out of these young guys through my amazing experience. So that could be another angle of where, no, through my experience, I know how to now develop them. So on one hand, I would have liked Real to go with a younger coach, but on the other hand, it's freaking Carlo Ancelotti. And the fact that he wants to stay, maybe it's like, no, I feel like I can do something special with these players and do something special with these guys. All I'm saying, though, is, Carlo, you are a UCL GOAT. You're a cup GOAT. But all I'm saying, though, is you need to sort out that league thing, because league-wise, you're a bit iffy. League-wise, you're a bit iffy. That's what I'm saying. So, Brazil, amazing. I'm sorry. Call me a patriot or so forth. Succeed and fail with your own. Ancelotti being Brazil manager would have been stupid. Did you hear what Romario said? Romario said, heck no. Because Romario, he was in politics, so he entered politics. Romario's like, excuse me? The country of Pele, Garrincha, Carlos Alberto, Zico, Socrates, Cafu, the great Brazil 5-time World Cup champions, Joga Bonito, we are going to get a foreigner to manage us? That is beyond insulting. Basically, the fact that it was even considered is sad. Brazil! So yeah, 100%. I'm so glad it didn't happen. So Brazil succeed and Philip their own. Brazil not winning that World Cup was not down to the manager. It was down to the players, and it's down to the fact that there's a freaking pandemic of fake Brazilians going around, namely freaking Rafinha, and now throwing your boy Martinelli in there as well. It's the freaking personnel. So, Xabi Alonso, yeah, I see him staying at Leverkusen. Now, I would love him at Chelsea because I would get that bomb punch out of there. Xabi Alonso, let's see how this season goes. But see, if I'm Xabi Alonso, I was advising him, bro, you can build something special at Leverkusen. Now, just protect your players from being pushed by Bayern, but you can do something truly amazing here. You can do something truly special at Leverkusen, stay there, remain there, and say, what's up? Stay there, remain there, and say, what's up, man? So, yeah, so I think Xabi stays at Leverkusen, cooks, surveys the field. Because remember, Xabi to Liverpool could definitely be a thing. Because don't be surprised when Klopp finally leaves Liverpool, they go for Xabi Alonso. Liverpool would be stupid to go for Gerrard. Because Emery has now shown that Gerrard, amazing player, legendary player, garbage manager. So for Liverpool, no. Gerrard, no. Xabi Alonso, yes. And I think Xabi Alonso, based on what he did at Liverpool, Istanbul tax, he would love to go there. So I do feel, yeah, because I don't know how long Klopp now stays at Liverpool now, because I know Klopp wants to do battle with Pep, but if Klopp leaves, it makes sense. It would make sense to get in Xabi Alonso. So yeah, shout out to your boy Ifman. Thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Okay, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. I think, I've got to just extend it a bit. There we go. So, so he says, Man City has the best peak team for the EPL, but Man United objectively the greatest EPL dynasty. Most titles, longevity, and competition. Man City needs to win a forfeit for it to be a debate. If no forfeit, then Man U is undisputed. Okay, look. This is where we now get it where it's like qualitative or so forth. Like, because I think if one asks like in the members thing, the best dynasty. I just feel what City have done is unprecedented. I get it for United. Remember, United had that treble, and I still believe that is one of the greatest trebles ever in terms of dot. That is the most dot treble was United's 98-99 treble. So you look at United, a three-peat twice. But when they did the three-peat the second time, was it the same team? You see, a dynasty has to be the same collection of players. So when you look at City, a lot of that same core is pretty much the same. Or, you know what, you could just look at these guys who are now doing like three in a row now. So, because remember, if you now cut off the guys, so 1920, and you just go from after Liverpool won the league to this 3 in a row, you can now say, okay, this is that dynasty, because obviously Company, David Silva, Fernandinho, all those guys are not really part of this crew. So just take this crew right now. Bro, a lot of 90-plus points have been put in there, and just in terms of just their domination in it. But when we just look at it in totality, let's just take United's pick teams, City's pick teams. It's an interesting debate. For United, it's the longevity. It's who they face. It's their competition. They had to go up against Wenger's Arsenal, had to go up against Mourinho's Chelsea, had to go up against Benitez's Liverpool, had to go up against Pellegrini's City with all their money. So Fergie had to deal with many different threats. But for City, 100 points, 98 points, consecutive wins. Like, the points totals they've put down and the amount of wins they've had, the winning streaks they've had is freaking incredible. And let's keep it a stack. Twice, they won it by points. Many people can make an argument that that Liverpool dynasty with Firmino, Mane, and that crew, people can make the argument that that was either as good or better than some of the guys that your boy faced. Because that's Liverpool, like Pep said, bro, that's 18-19 season is my greatest achievement because Liverpool pushed me all the freaking way. They pushed me all the freaking way. Like, there has never been a points total that high in EPL history. You know, when it was, I think it was 98 and 97 points. That's freaking crazy. That is a crazy points total of the top two teams, which was never had in Fergie's era. So, it's, you know what? It's down to preference. It's down to preference. Because for me, I just feel that City's impact is greater than United. I respect Fergie based on what he did more with less. He did more with less and how he was able to put guys. So I give Fergie more kudos because I think for Fergie, it's like, no, this is real management here. Because Nicky Butt, Poborski, the Neville brothers, those guys are bombs. Yeah, those guys are bombs. So Fergie made bombs into winners. You know, Pep has no bombs. Fergie had legitimate bombs in his team that he made it effective. So shout out to your guy, man. But yeah, if City now do the 4-peats, because now that's unprecedented. See, now it's a debate. Maybe you can link to United and everything. City do the 4-peats. So 4-peats, 100 points, 98 points, consecutive wins, up against a team like a Liverpool in this era. Then it gets very interesting then. Shout out to Ifman again. Who's the best African player? Peak, ITIS, etc. Peak Weah, Eto, Salah. To me, it's Weah. He was complete number 9 before R9. Strength, speed, dribbling, for this. It's between Weah and Eto. Like, really, Weah was, I think that was the first jersey I owned back in 95. Like, because, bro, he was a hero. Like, bro, being African and everything, he was a hero. So, it's between Weah and Eto. And I think Eto was a better footballer. Weah was a more dangerous striker. As in, defending Weah was hell on earth. As a striker, because you have strength, movement, ability, intelligence, the understanding how to play striker. When strikers were strikers, like, and remember, keep in mind this, Weah played in the 90s. So he's going up against the likes of a Nesta, a Costa Curta, a Thuram, a Cannavaro. So this is when defenders were defenders, when guys really defended. And he said, what's up? So Weah, for me, striker, yes. Overall, footballer. You see, best, people call me best, but I'm being purely adjective. If you're just talking about purely technical football, it's Okocha. The issue with Okocha is that he just doesn't have the accolades that Eto has. So if you're not combining, let's say, eye tests and your peak and what you did, you have to just say Eto. because of what Eto'o did in finals, in major games, and how he contributed to trophies, which Okocha did it. If it's purely ability, it's Okocha. If it's ability, big game, execution, everything, it's Eto'o and Weah. But I'll say Weah, better striker, one of the deadliest strikers of all time. Eto'o, overall better player. Like, bro, Eto'o was freaking money, bro. Like, you know what? You know what the crazy thing is? Go onto YouTube, watch highlights of Eto'o at Inter Milan. Eto'o, the best of Eto'o was when he was at Inter. It's just, guys, imagine if Pep never did that swap. If Pep never did that swap of Eto'o and Ibrahimovic, Barca go back to back. Barca go back to back, because if that swap never happens and Barca face Inter, we know Ibra was a UCL bomb and a flop. They beat those guys. So Barca beats Inter if they start at Eto'o, and Barca wiped the floor with Bayern. Pep, you would have been the first guy to go back to back if you loved our black African brothers, bro. Because if you had kept Eto'o, 100%, they go back to back, 100%. Because Eto'o's peak. We will call me crazy. Eto'o's peak was at Inter Milan. When your boys, I think it was Stramaccioni, was manager, his peak was at, so he was just approaching his peak of his powers when Pep did that swap. So madness, man. Shout out to your boy Jonas Philbin, man. Thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Jonas Philbin, thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Thank you, bro. I forgot Ambrosini was the captain for AC Milan, even though Maldini also were sometimes. Can you remember any other average player being a permanent captain for a team full of household names and elite players? It's true, yeah. But you see, before I even answer this though, the captain doesn't need to be the best player. The captain doesn't need to be the best player. The captain is who do people respect in the dressing room? Who do people gravitate towards in the dressing room? That's it. So now, sometimes the best player is also the leader, like a Cristiano. Cristiano, you know that he commands respect in the dressing room, and he just so happens to be the best player as well. But Ambrosini was a yeah nonsense player. But we don't know what the dressing room dynamics are. So obviously the dressing room dynamics were like, oh, he was a leader there. Can you guys, who was the Uruguay captain? Blonde dude. I've forgotten his name. Who was the Uruguay captain? He was a blonde dude. If you guys can remember, blonde dude, where Jaws was there, Cavani was there, Thingy was there. He was a defender. I don't know whether you guys will remember. He was a defender. Thank you, Lugano. Thank you, Shikibala. Lugano. Bro, that guy was trash. Lugano was trash. So, but Lugano was the captain. Now, and my thing though is that this guy was a trash defender. But we don't know what the dressing room dynamics were. Because you had Forlan, you had Jaws, you had Cavani, all these players. But the captain doesn't need to be the best player. Is who do guys respect at that dressing room? Gattuso, you could throw in Gattuso in there as well. Someone said Roy Keane. Roy Keane was a very good player. Roy Keane, in terms of his role, Roy Keane was a good player. There's one keeper of a team that's trash, but he was the captain of their team. Because I think, is it that guy with receding hair? I think, is it the Austrian keeper? I think it's the Austrian keeper with receding hair. I don't know what about that. Bro, Hamza, I don't know what you're saying. No, bro, Lugano was trash. That guy was trash. Yes, guy has to go to Henderson. Again, Henderson, trash footballer. But shout out to Veggie and Jquest, Hugo Lloris. No, Ochoa is good, bro. Ochoa is good. Aymar was probably good. Hugo Lloris. You see, now here's the thing about Hugo Lloris. I don't understand that. Because at the 2018 World Cup, we now saw exactly the dynamics of the dressing room. And when we saw the dynamics of the dressing room, we're like, no, Pogba is the leader. So really, Pogba should be the captain. And the funny thing, I said this as well. So my former colleague, He's from Croatia. I know Modric is the captain of the Croatian team. But this, my friend, he basically knows a lot of the Croatian players. He says that, yeah, Modric is the captain, but says the spiritual leader, the true leader of that team is Mandzukic. So just like, so France, okay, the guy that wears the captain is Lloris, but the spiritual true leader of that team is Pogba. So for Croatia, it was really Mandzukic. You know, in the dressing room, the guy that really rallies everyone, that everyone gravitates to, it's Mandzukic. So that's why I always feel that when I'm picking a captain, for me, I'm old school. The captain means something. It means something. People say, oh, no, it means something. For me, the captain is all about personality and character. Like, again, and you have different captains, like Bart Simpson, Philip Lahm. Philip Lahm didn't say anything. But you can just tell like he just led by example, by how he played. Some people, it's so clear they shout a lot. Other people, they're just very well respected. Everyone likes them. Everyone just looks up to them. Other guys, are just how they play. So, yeah. And shout out to your boy, oopsies, Zaf. Ella, what should Chelsea do in the winter transfer window? Striker. Like striker. We need... Oh, before that, sell Nico Jackson. January, at the stroke of midnight, sell Nico Jackson. Sell Nico Jackson. Get a striker. Get a damn striker. Please, please, please get a freaking damn striker. I don't know how much I can stress this. We need a damn striker, bro. So 100%. Get a striker, get a striker, get a striker, get a striker. Get a right back. As much as the pains me, we need another right back because Reece James, it's not looking good, and you can't rely only on Malo Gusto. So for me, striker, left back, right back, because bro, I do not want to see Disasi going up and down. I don't know. Disasi and Colwill is going to make my eyeballs bleed trying to see those guys play up and down as flank guys. So get me a striker, get me an attacking left back. And attacking right back, like a two-way left back, a two-way right back. Then we can also striker, right back who can go up and down, left back who can go up and down. Let's cook. Then let's go. Miguel Rabines. I think critics of Jackson are too harsh. He's young and he does everything right, but except finishing. One-time passes will be good. Miguel, no. Miguel, I've seen enough. He's no. Like you can just tell when people have it or they don't have it. Miguel, we have standards. He is a mid-tier player. He works well for Brentford, West Ham. He'd be great for Chelsea. And our standards, he's not up to our standards, bro. Sorry, he's not up to our standards. Like Miguel, we need to be harsh. We need to have standards. We have to sell him. Like it is what it is. He doesn't know workers. Now, if you want to play him right wing, okay. As our pointsman, as our main striker, as our points of interest in terms of striking and finishing, Miguel, no. Miguel, no. It's too much. Like Miguel, you can just tell where he's just not a clinical finisher. He just isn't. He just isn't. So Miguel, no. That's just for me, no. It may seem harsh, but no. Oopsie, there we go. Oops. So, Eusebio counts as African player. He was born and raised in Mozambique. He left for Benfica as an adult and can only play for Portugal. Mozambique was a PR colony. So he's the best and greatest African player. No. He's Portuguese. Like for me, you know how people say, oh, like we do it as like, oh, can't say it's African. No. Who you represent, that is where you're from. So no, Eto is still the greatest African player because he represents Cameroon and African side. For whatever reason it is, you represented Portugal, so you are Portuguese. Now, you are ethnically African. Ethnically, you're from Mozambique. But when we now talk football, you're Portuguese. And he's arguably the greatest Portuguese player ever. Like, it's between him and Cristiano. Now, I think the best Portuguese player is Figo. So, but yeah, no, that's the thing. Okay, let me see what else you guys are saying. So, guys, send what was I saying? Send what you're saying, guys. Let me see. Send some more questions. Let's see. Send me some questions. I want to give Caicedo time. Okay, let's keep it a stack. If I was advising Caicedo, footballing wise, you roll with Klopp and Liverpool. Now, of course, I'm happy that we got him because he's a quality player. But Chelsea are a team who are trying to figure themselves out. Bro, look at what me and Miguel are saying. So me and Miguel are like, Poch sacked. So Chelsea fans know that Poch isn't the guy. So we are not even settled. Liverpool are settled. Klopp is the guy. We know what we're doing. We have a clear direction. So Caicedo, you come in and know exactly what we're going to do with you. Did Poch want Caicedo? Was that the data analysts? Was that Potter? Was that the recruitment? We don't even freaking know because it's such a mess with Chelsea. So for Caicedo, he is still a quality player. And I can tell he's a talented player that just is in a very weird situation that is disorganized where people are trying to figure things out, even Potter as well. Brighton, everything was working supremely well, where everybody knows exactly what they're doing. I still don't know what the freaking formation is. I know what Brighton are trying to do. You know what Liverpool are trying to do. So for Caicedo, you just managed to come into a situation because of money where things are not really operating well. But when we get a proper manager and a proper coach who knows what he's doing and sees the value and the quality of Kai's baby, oh, we're going to cook. We are going to cook, man. Who is the centre back with the most lala? This guy was good. This guy was good, man. Desailly was very good. Rio Ferdinand was very good. Basically, you have to look at Desailly, Rio Ferdinand, Maldini. Put some respect on Ramos as well. But you have to remember, Desailly was like a Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer completely changed how people viewed the defenders. Completely changed how people viewed the defenders. So yeah, you have Beckenbauer, Desailly, Maldini. Because I was watching some Maldini clips some months ago. I actually forgot how good he was on the ball. I just didn't know. Maldini was actually bloody good on the ball. Was really, really good on the ball. Because you could just imagine how hard it is to play against him, man. Hold on, what's this guy saying? If every league has quality according to your charts, then why do you want Mbappe to leave Uber Eats? Or did you lie and there actually is a best league out there and it's the Premier League? No. Every league has its quality. But what did I say about the Uber Eats? Uber Eats says that their quality is young talents. How many young talents have gone to the Premier League, La Liga, or any of these places from the French League? Where did Hazard come from? Where did Bernardo Silva come from? Where did Fabinho come from? They all came from the French League. So, Premier League, entertainments, rivalries, narratives. La Liga, technical quality top to bottom. Serie, understanding of tactics. Bundesliga, the promotion of young players being put in the first team and open for ball. French, young talent. So everything has their pluses and minuses, though. And for me, it's not about Mbappe leaving Uber, it's him leaving freaking LSG. Because if he wants to now say what's up and actually have a proper career, he has to leave freaking LSG. So it's about get Mbappe out of bloody LSG. That's the main thing. Would he get Vlahovic and Chiesa at Arsenal? Vlahovic is not bad. Vlahovic is not bad because a lot of those chances that fell to Jesus, Vlahovic scores. And Vlahovic will not come out and say, hey, finishing is not my thing, So Vlahovic will not do what Jesus did and say, hey, I'm a striker, but finishing is not my strong suit. No, Vlahovic will be like, no, I'm a finisher. And if I don't finish, oh, no, I will beat myself up about it. The thing with the case is this. That injury was major. Now, there's no chance Juve sell Chiesa. Even if they're a broke criminal organization, there's no chance they sell Chiesa. So my thing, though, is that I think Chiesa has taken a little bit of a hit ever since That's major injury he had. But Chiesa at Arsenal would be an upgrade because let's just be real, Martinelli and Saka, they're looking a bit sketchy. Trossard's looking a bit sketchy. So Chiesa would bring in something, but I just don't know about Chiesa since his injury. But Vlahovic is something to note. Because Osimhen is around. Although, if you see, I don't know whether you guys saw the little tweet. Wait, hold up. Let me even bring up this tweet. Because shout out to your boy. Did you see, I don't know whether you guys saw the Osimhen tweet. Hold up. Where is it? Because someone sent it to me. Because there was there you go. All right. So, let me. There we go. All right, hold up. So guys, can you see this in there? Look at that. Happy birthday, Victor Osimhen, and look at what it did. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You never know, bro. You never know. So, all right. Yeah, send in your cues, guys. Send in your cues. Send in your cues, guys. Are you a fan of Xbox exclusive games or PS? What the hell does Xbox have? Bro, I was a Halo merchant. Ever since Bungie stopped doing Halo, they gave us those bum-ass 343 dudes. And Bungie went to Destiny. What exclusives do they have? PlayStation has Uncharted. They have Last of Us. God of War. like basically, Xbox had the exclusive that was amazing, which was Halo. But they bricked it. I mean, you literally you had a system seller. Guys, I bought an Xbox, that big green black block thing. I bought it because of Halo. You had a system seller because the game was so amazing. Like, no, I need to buy an Xbox to play freaking Halo because it was such an amazing game. And they freaking bricked it. So, no, it's PlayStation by far. Xbox has been horrible. This whole thing. They've been horrible, bro. Shout out to your boy Ifman. Hold on. Eusebio can only play for Portugal as Mozambique don't have a team colony tax. So has technicality as he has no choice, unlike Zidane, Benzema, and Mbappe, who was born and raised in France, let alone chose France. I get it, but nah. I mean, you played for Portugal. I'm sorry, you represented Portugal. I get what you're saying, but you represented Portugal, bro. Imagine London FC was one team instead of multiple teams. Madrid, Milan, etc. Most cities have one or two teams. Would London FC be bigger than Real Madrid? Most money, city life appeal, local talent, and most fans? No. Because even if they had that, it's Real Madrid. It's the amount of UCLs they've won. They're still the biggest club in the world. And every Brazilian will want to play for Real Madrid. Most South Americans, based on the weather, the language, will want to go there. Because my thing, okay, London is a very huge cosmopolitan city, but at the end of the day, it's English speaking mainly, and it gets freaking cold in the winter. Spain, it's great weather, it's Spanish speaking, and it's very easy to get in through with the culture. So it wouldn't change anything, bro. Thank you for the Dubinsky, bro. Do you know like the Mafia franchise? I keep on seeing them advertised. I've never played any of the games. I mean, I tried playing Crackdown to begin with. That game is garbage, bro. That freaking GT ripoff is garbage. But I've never played any of the Mafia because they're always on PC, and I'm not a PC guy. Like I've never been a PC gamer. I've always been a console gamer. So, all right. Shut up. Ahmed Modawi, big up HH. Who do you think will win AFCON if it is in Nigeria? I'm saying this is Salah's time to do it. That's what I said. For me, I said, look, Morocco just seems too obvious of an answer. I just have a funny feeling that this could be Salah's time. I cannot imagine. Just as I said, like I can't imagine Messi never winning the World Cup. I can't imagine Salah never winning an AFCON. It just makes no sense. Like it would make no sense, bro. Imagine Salah, where you are of a country who have won the most AFCONs and you never win an AFCON. It's like Jaws and Fowler never winning the Copa America for Uruguay. When, bro, do you know how many times he won the Copa America? So it could be him, man. What would be your five-a-side team current players? So since the five-a-side it's a sweeper keeper, I'm still gonna go with Neuer. I'm gonna go with Neuer. Oh no, relax. So Neuer. So my defender has to be a good ball playing defender who can also come through in midfield. John Stones? Do I go with Stones? Because remember, this is far aside, so my defender has to know how to defend, but also know how to play in tight space and be able to move around. So he has to be good on the ball. Let me see. What am I missing? Real Madrid, Barcelona. You know what? I'm going to be adventurous. I'll go with John Stones. I think he's a decent enough defender and he's great on the ball. So I'll go with Stones. So two midfielders, one defensive line midfielder. So I'll go with Frankie De Jong. He has some defensive capabilities and he's great at keeping the ball. So I'll go with Frankie De Jong. Then my other midfielder who may be a bit much more attacking, but also got good tech. I think I'm going to go with Bernardo Silva. So Frankie De Jong, Bernardo Silva. I think he'd be able to navigate because I'm trying to think guys who would work well in the five-a-side. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because yes. So then my striker. Let me think. Who would work well striker five-a-side? No. That's it. Actually, no. Scratch that. I'll take away Silva. I'll put in Griezmann. I think Griezmann would work well. But would I put Silva in there as well? This is tricky. See, I'm trying to think, who do I play as striker now? So okay, so Man City, Arsenal, no. Liverpool, no. Real Madrid, no. Guys, what ball playing strikers are there? You see, I went with Alvarez, but I'm like, bro, guys, there are no really good five-a-side strikers out there because Jaws is too old. There's no Henry. Like, bro, if you give me Henry, you give me Kluivert, you give me Jaws, no, but I know Jason, no, but he needs to score as well. Bro, it might no Kane, hell no, Kane, no, bro, this is five-a-side. Five-a-side. You see, Mbappe, I don't think Mbappe would work for five-a-side. Because I think Mbappe needs a bit of space. Remember, this is close quarters football. So you need very sharp, close thingy. That is why bro, don't see they're putting Hoselu. Haaland, are you mad? You know what? Screw it. I'll go with Mbappe. So I'm going Mbappe, Griezmann, Frankie de Jong, John Stones, Neuer. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid, man. All right, what else do you guys say, man? So send in your cues. Send you. Now, if you want a brick 5, if you guys want a brick 5, then that's what's good. Come on, send in your cues, guy. Send in your cues. Send in your cues. Send in your cues. Send in your cues, man. So be here for about maybe another 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, man. 10 more minutes, and then we'll be out of here, man. Short stay, but it was cool. It was cool, man. So if you saw a few friends, obviously I saw Eddie and everything. So some of my former colleagues, man. So it was all cool. It was cool. It was cool, man. It was cool. All right. Do you think an African country will win the World Cup one day? No. The moment there was there were a whole bunch of African players en masse moving to play for European countries, Africa was done. What Morocco did was incredible. But we don't have all the best Nigerian players in the world. We don't have all the best Guinean players in the world playing for Guinea. We don't have all the best Congolese players playing for Congo. So all those guys from Guinea don't really have all the best Guineans. Congo don't really have all the best Congolese. Nigeria don't have the best Nigerians because a lot of them have not gone to play for Europe. No fault of their own. It's their choice. So African countries and federations, you just have to do a better job. But how can we win the World Cup when our best talent is playing for England, Portugal, France? So no, we can't, because we don't. Whenever we have quality talent, they will opt to play for European side rather than represent an African country. So it's not possible. Now, you could have a situation where Morocco do something like what Morocco did, but Morocco can't win a World Cup. Winning a World Cup is very. I think is it like there are only like 6 or 7 countries who've ever won the World Cup. Winning a World Cup is very hard, and it's a very small pool of countries who won the World Cup. So the fact that Morocco made it to the semis is insane. It's freaking insane, and it was a close game against France. But for Morocco to win a World Cup, no way. Like, them making the semis was a victory in and of itself. No way. It can't happen, man. I mean, you know how I do it, bro. Come on, man. Bro, you know what the channel's about. All games, baby. All games, baby. Like, quick reaction for all games. And we'll do like a live reaction for each day's games. But look, if you've seen the channel, whether it's Copa America, AFCON, Euros, Asia is hard because the time difference is crazy. But for all of the major international tournaments, you know your boy. You know how your boy does. You know how your boy does, man. Right. First non-European, I think it's going to be Japan. I used to say Mexico. For long time, but Mexico have now regressed like crazy. The way football is going, where it's more team-based, it's less physical, more tactical, more about chemistry. If I just had to hazard a guess, it's going to be a long time. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it would be Japan. How football is a lot more team play. All Japan need is just 1 or 2 superstar players. If they just have 1 or 2 truly amazing players, then they can do. That's all they're missing. They're just missing 1 or 2 game changers. Their team chemistry is amazing, but they just need one truly. Like, if they had just one truly world-class player, because look, Nakata was He was I believe that Mitoma is way better than Nakata. Way better than him. But Mitoma still isn't like. I was talking about Japan have a guy who is like one of the best players in the world in his position. If they have that, my guess will be Japan. It will be Japan. Mexico, no. I'm looking at guys from Africa. Doubts it. Even though Morocco did their thing, I'm looking at Japan. I think it's Japan. Tony G, I'm not. Look, shout out to the Pistons, guys. Guys, do you know what it means to have 27 L's in a row? These guys have lost 28 times. They've lost 27 times in a row. I repeat, the Detroit Pistons have lost 27 times in a row. People are viewing their matches to see whether they can say what's up. Oh, yes, Kagawa, yes, Kagawa. Nakamura, I think Kagawa was better than Nakamura. I forgot about Kagawa, yeah. Kagawa was amazing, man. Sorry, because someone's mentioned. If America invests and have a concerted effort into football, of course it's going to be America. But just like America never will. They never will. All America needs to do is like, you know what? 5 years. Screw soccer moms. Screw only rich white girls being access to football. We're going to make football readily available. Bring in poor kids from poorer neighborhoods. So the Africans, the Asians, the South Americans now have easy access to football coaching development. We now get some of the best coaches from abroad. Bro, America is a land of immigrants. And of course America can win it. The issue for America is they just don't take football seriously. They just don't. Even if it is a global sport, football will be like, nope, that's not our own. Our own is the NFL, is the NBA, which is fine. But until America take football seriously, nah, they never win a game. No way. All right, what else are you guys saying, bro? Miles, can we beat Luton? Yes. Will we beat Luton? I hope. But Miles, we're now at a stage where like I cannot give you 100% answer whether or not we can beat a team who plays in someone's backyard. With all due disrespect. With all due disrespect, we're not sure whether we can beat a team who plays in someone's backyard. That's crazy, bro. That in itself is crazy. Bro, you see, who do they have next? So they have the Raptors next. Oh, they're playing the Raptors today? Oh, no. Yeah. They're playing them, Saturday, really. The Raptors are 12th. So maybe this is the chance that they get the Dubinsky. Maybe this is the chance that they get the Dubinsky. The Raptors are 12th. Look, both great players, both amazing players. Maradona all day, every day, bro. Like, for me, Maradona represents football in terms of talent, ability, passion, character, and what he did with that Argentina team in '86, and what he did with that Napoli team, and the effect he had on me as a young boy watching the '94 World Cup, and the kind of mystique he had coming into that '94 World Cup as a veteran, and how people were fearful of him. Because people revered Maradona. So he just had an aura that was crazy. Now, Messi, I think, is more talented. In terms of an overall talent of goal scoring, playmaking, passing, consistency, Messi's overall talent is more than Maradona. But just in terms of just the intangibles, your personality, your character, how you can affect your team, how you can lift your team up, those intangibles is Maradona. And when I just think of, if they just ask me, give me a player that represents football in the whole 360 of football, in terms of physically, skill-wise, emotion-wise, personality-wise, it's Maradona. Maradona is football. That passion he had for the game, the love he had for the game, the way he played the game, his attitude, his personality, Maradona is football. So that's what I'll say. Shout out to Eiffel Discovery. Thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Pistons cannot be relegated. That is a problem. You see, this is actually a good thing. And this is my issue with the slight issue. See, the American sports almost have it perfect. They almost have it perfect because it's like, I like the whole thing of parity. The worst team gets the best player. So you never have one team fully dominating. Salary cap, you have to think about the players that you acquire, and talent is spread all around. Like, one of the best talents in freaking 20, 30 years plays for the Spurs, who are second from bottom. So I like that. But what I don't like is you can just lose all the games and there's no jeopardy. Pistons should be playing in Sunday League. Like, there has to be punishments for what they're doing. Like, if you lose 27 games in a row, you should not be rewarded by getting the best player from high school or college the next season. That's wrong. So no, they should not get the best player in the draft next season. You should be punished. You should be stoned. You should be lashed. You should be slapped. So I'm sorry. How can you reward them losing 28 games? Do you know what I mean? So we lose 27 games in a row? That's doy. That is doy. Who are the 5 biggest football clubs in the world? Fan base, history, and trophies and players. Can Chelsea be included? So I'm going to say Chelsea as a special mention. They're always in there. Chelsea as a special mention. So Chelsea, just put Chelsea in there. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, AC Milan. AC Milan. So do you now go with Liverpool? Because that's you have to go with Barca, Real Madrid. You have to go with those to 100%. Because remember, you said fan base, history, trophies, players. So this is actually a really good question, because we have to now take everything into account. Because if it's just fan base, Liverpool, United, you could even throw an Arsenal in there, and maybe Real Madrid, if it's just fan base. But you have to now take everything into account. Barca, Real Madrid. For me, AC Milan. AC Milan. Do you now go Liverpool? Because, see, you've got to put Bayern. You have to have Bayern there. You have to have Bayern there. And now, do you do Liverpool or do you do United? Do you do Liverpool or do you do United? But then, what about Juventus? What about Juventus? Yeah, I mean, like, shout out to you, because what about you? But for me, I'm putting Milan ahead of Juve, UCL tax. Because I think what gives Milan that extra push is how trash Juve have been in the... Like, you can't lose those many UCL finals, bro. You can't. So Milan with the league titles, the UCL titles, and the players who have played for them as well, fan base, I'm putting Milan ahead of them, bro. So... So you see Liverpool and United are top 5, but Barca have to be there. Real Madrid have to be there. Bayern Munich have to be there. AC Milan have to be there. Then, see now, do we now take out Bayern and put in Liverpool and United? You know, like, so what do we do? I mean, are we saying Bayern Munich are not a top 5 team in the world? They have. I'm sorry, Bayern have to be up to top 5. So, So my thing is, Real Madrid, Barcelona, AC Milan, Bayern Munich, and I have to now decide between Liverpool and United. It's Man United. It's Man United, because fan base. And remember, you have to look at global. I think for Liverpool United, it's like this in terms of history, trophies, players. It's like this. But you say that though. United had some damn players, bro. United had some damn players. Like, have Liverpool ever had a player as good as Cristiano Ronaldo? This is an overall quality. Have they had ever player as good as George Best? So those are my thing. So put that to one side. But okay, what's it called? Ian Rush, Robbie Fowler, Dalglish, Gerrard, boom. Alan Hansen. But what typical for United is fan base. Fan base, bro. Like the fan base of United is too big. The fan base of United is like United's global fan base beats Liverpool's global fan base. So yeah. I mean, are United okay in 2023? Are United top 5? You see, yeah, Hamza, that's my list. Yeah, Hamza, that's my list. Madrid, Barca, Bayern, United, Milan. Yeah, that is my list. I think even if United are trash right now, you have to look at this criteria. So this is not about where they are right now. Fan base, history, trophies, and players who've played for them. United is top 5. So yeah, it's Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Man United. You know, yeah, you have to, man. Yeah. No, true. Yeah, yes, they are. Yeah. So you know what? Yeah, it's fair. Yeah. You see now. But I have to look at the criteria of the questions. If it's now, United aren't top 1,000. Like United can barely get into the top 1,000 clubs in the world right now. If it's based in 2024, United are like 1,500. They're 1,500 at least, like maximum 1,500. But using his criteria, you got to say, and Chelsea are like S tier. So Chelsea it's just a special mention for Chelsea because we did Dodge. So we have Dodge. So Chelsea is just special tier, bro. Streets, do you want to comment on your boy Ian? I don't know whether Streets, do you have any response to what Ian is saying there, bro? I don't know whether you want to address what your boy Ian is saying because I mean there's a name there that there's just a name there that's that's a bit tricky. Okay, guys, let's get those likes up, man. Hit those likes, guys. Please. Let's get to 100 likes, man. Come on. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's get on 100 likes. I'm ready for that. Maybe on one of these Sunday hangers, I'm ready for an in-depth Dino discussion. Couple relax. Because this is what I say. Did Ronaldinho fulfill his potential? I don't know. Like, did he fulfill his potential, or is he just one of those? Like, it's a quote from Blade Runner. Someone reminded. There's a quote from that's a guy says in Blade Runner about like a fire that burns twice as bright, burns like half the time. So like a fire that burns twice as bright burns for half the time. So he was such an extraordinary player, he couldn't have done it for a long period of time. Like, Dino is one of the most ridiculous players we've ever seen, ever. Like, there has never been a player who has done the kinds of things that Dino has done with the ball, like never. So I think he was so extraordinary. The football gods were like, you can't have this for 6, 7, 8 years. You'll have this for a short period of time, but for these 2-3 years, you'll be watching this forever. We'll be watching Dino comps for all time. Think about this. Messi, Cristiano, they've been amazing for 10, 11, 12 years. Didn't he really give us 2-3 amazing years? In those 2-3 years, he's given us some of the most amazing freaking highlights of any player. In 2-3 years. So there are guys who have highlights of 10, 15 years, whose highlights reel isn't as good as the guy who only had 2 or 3 years. So it just showed you that, do you know how freaking extraordinary of a freaking player you have to be where Dino's peak was like 3 years? Let's get this, like, his peak was 3 years. Like, after that 06 World Cup, it began to decline. So we're saying 04, 05, 06. It was those 3 years, 04, 05, 06, when he was really at the top of his past. Yeah, he did a few things at PSG. Yeah, he did a few things at the his debut, Copa America, when he had short hair, but his peak 04, 05, 06. So in those 3 years, look at that highlight reel. It is still one of the GOAT highlight reels of any player. So that's how it was. That's just how it was, man. Ultimately, disappointment. Ultimately, a disappointment based on Hamza, that's the one. Yeah, Tears Lost in Rain. Yeah. Yes, Blade Runner, 1992, 100%, Hamza. That's the one. 2049 is a bum ass movie, and also watch the Ultimate Cut, not the theatrical cut, the Ultimate Cut. Can we? Yeah, no, it's Hazard's career is what could have been. Real Madrid was where, okay, now this is when I now take my football to the next level. Chelsea, okay, this is what I'm at. Similar to Cristiano. Cristiano, United, okay, this is, I'm announcing myself to the world. Real Madrid is now where I now jettison into space. Chelsea, announce myself to the world. Real jettison into space. So it will always be about, bro, look at how good this guy was at Chelsea. Look at how amazing he was at Chelsea. We were supposed to get that. Because I remember when I said, when Real come calling, that is a phone call you can't ignore. The one phone call you can't ignore is Real Madrid. I'm sorry, it's like, you have to respect the order of things in football. Real Madrid call, you go calling. And I was like, bro, look at what he's doing at Chelsea. Him and Real Madrid, this guy is going to be freaking insane. And imagine how good Real Madrid will be with him. So, as much as he was amazing for Chelsea, he was the best player at the 2018 World Cup. Disappointing career at Real Madrid. Disappointing, man. Shout to After Discovery. Who is the bigger club now, football-wise? City, Arsenal. Now we have to get down to criteria. Football-wise, football-wise, it's Man City. Football-wise. So if you're saying football-wise, I don't care about popularity. I don't care how many people have your jersey. I don't care about how many impressions you have on social media. Football-wise, it's City. Because they have a UCL. They've won the treble. They rule and dominate England. They've ruled and dominated in ways that Arsenal never have in their history. Football-wise, it's Man City. Now, if we're saying bigger club, just bigger club in general, so that's you're now bringing fans, branding, popularity. It's still us, because Arsenal are still very popular and their fan base is trounces Man City's. And Arsenal have more history as well. But that's UCL just took City over the top now. So for football-wise, I'm sorry, like City are bigger than Arsenal now, football-wise, 100%. Sean OGU, thank you for the dub, man. Raul didn't pass the eye test, but he's a great striker. Okay. Excuse me? Did you ever see Raul play? Bro, did you ever see Raul play? Raul was a technical striker. He had no speed. The guy wasn't strong. All he had was his football technicalities. Like, bro, did you see his goal? Basically, you have to pass the eye test to score that goal that he scored in the UCL final against Valencia. I think he's to make it 3-3-0. No, Raul was of course he passed the eye test. They crazy? Now, he's maybe 70-something%, 68, he's maybe like a 68%, 69%, but of course he passed the eye test. Bro, are you saying that Raul is like Conor Gallagher? Are you crazy? Yeah, no, come on, bro. Okay, yeah, of course he passed the eye test, bro. Come on, man. All right. Last cue. Make it a good one, guys. Last question, and I'm out of here, bro. Last question, I'm out of here. I need to get ready for Luton against Chelsea. One last question. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. This has been fun. No, I'm going to do this one, man. I like this, but just have a good football discussion, man. I love good football, the discussion, man. So one more question, and I'll be out of here, man. Make it a good one. One more question, and I'll be out of here, man, before my battery runs out. I said, good question. Someone says drop a break. I said, yeah, good question, bro. All right. IFL has the last question then. So one record Real has not achieved that is a blemish. Oh, treble. That is the one flex that Barca have over Real Madrid. Like Real Madrid have most league titles, 3 UCLs in a row, most UCL titles. They've never won the treble. And that's a flex that Barca can always have. Because Barca can be like, your biggest club, boy. And you have to admire the treble because what the treble represents football supremacy over a season. If you won the treble, you're like, no, we were by far the best team on all fronts. Domestically, we're the best team, both league-wise and in the cup, and against the very best and the very elite in Europe, we're the best as well. And the level of concentration that you need to have, consistency you need to have, how good your squad needs to be, how well you need to use your squad, how your players always have to be on it, both. So whether you're playing a freaking Lugo, or you're playing a Bayern, or you're playing a Sevilla, you always have to be on it every single week. A treble is very hard. And that is Real's only blemish. That is the only blemish, that they've never won the treble. And that team that won those UCLs should have won the treble. Like, who did they lose to in the Copa del Rey in 2017? Can someone tell me? Who did they lose to in the Copa del Rey in 2017? And when did they lose? Because I know they won the Liga and the UCL in 2017. So who did they lose the Copa del Rey to in 2017? Oh, Celta Vigo? Oh, wow. Wait, was that in the semis or the quarters? J. Joking, it wasn't freaking Lugo, bro. Relax. So, it was Celta Vigo. Yeah, I think that was the best chance for them to win it. So, yeah, man. Oh, that Danilo on goal header. So that's the thing, man. Yeah, never won the treble, bro. They never won that damn treble, man. That's crazy, man. I mean, how much of a blemish is it? It's not a huge blemish, but it is a blemish because it's freaking Real Madrid, and you'd expect the biggest club in the world to at least have one treble. You know. So, and you had the squad like that's 3 USOs in a row squad 4 in 5 years. They should have won a treble. They should have. Their team. Yes, you're going up against a Barca. You were good enough to win at least one treble there. Okay, last Q and I'll be out of here, guys. Oopsie, there we go. Juve is much bigger than AC Milan in Italy. Fans, domestic dominance, 1-0 almost all decades, 9 in a row, invincible. My top 10 in no order overall. Real, Barca, Bayern Munich, United, Liverpool, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter, Ajax, Benfica. Oh no! I mean, you have to have Ajax in there. You have to have Ajax in there. But my thing though is, in Italy, you could argue that Juve is bigger than AC Milan. But we're not talking about Italy globally. So Juve is bigger than AC Milan in Italy. I'd probably agree based on their dominance in Italy. But overall, bro, it's freaking AC Milan. Like, you can't be bigger than a team when you have a record of UCL final losses. So Juve, 1,000%, they're the kings of Italy. 1,000%, that's without a shadow of a doubt, they are the kings of Italy. But you take it overall and you take it beyond Italy. Overall, it's AC Milan. It's AC Milan. I mean, it's close. Because both teams have had amazing players, huge fan bases, and both of them are the true titans and giants of Italian football. But I just think what's pips, and because it's close. Remember, Juve have had Edgar Davids, Zidane, one of my favorite players of all time. I have his jersey, Del Piero, Togo and Del Piero. So they've had quality players. But what just puts Milan over the edge? Those is UCL. Guys, it's been swell. It's been good. I will do this more. So I will make this a weekly thing. I'll definitely make this a weekly thing and everything. Be good, be swell, eat well. Happy New Year. If you remember, Zad always lives and Okocha is the greatest player of all time. Peace.